This is the second of 4 points of view that I'm bringing to looking at a great picture by Matisse, The Yellow Dress. So you have a chance just to look at that painting and fix it in your mind. And then what we're going to do is look at a couple of drawings. We're very fortunate because we have about 18 or 19 drawings of the yellow dress in the collection along with the painting. So we can speculate about what we think was going on in Matisse's mind, but these drawings really tell us something about what he was playing around with. Now, when you first look at the one on the left, you see that figure that you recognize, same hat, same dress, but look at how she's placed in this huge interior. The interior almost overwhelms the figure. Totally different than the picture that we're familiar with, where the figure really dominates the interior. So she's just kind of sitting there in about the same position that she takes in the painting, but everything else is pretty much changed. In the other drawing to the right, we see Matisse focusing just on the figure. So in a way, she's grown now to fill the whole of the scene. In fact, you can't even see the rest of her hat. It's just barely sketched in there. You can see the window. You can see the elements to knowing that she's in the same place, but otherwise it's different. We can see a transition then. One of the things that I like is the fact that the ribbons are sort of to and fro, and then when you look at the painting, you'll see that they become all lined up in a row. So we want to focus on how the yellow dress painting is changing, and the best way to do that, in addition to looking at those drawings, is to look at a couple of paintings that were done before the yellow dress. And we have some excellent ones in the Cone collection, including one from 1926, the Odalisque with green sash, which we're looking at now. And there we see the figure in a very typical pose, but competing a little bit with all the other decorative details, including that huge stove there and that wonderful table where you see those legs reflecting the same contours of her body. So the figure's prominent, but in a way it's in a sort of flow with all the decoration around it. Now let's look at another painting a little closer to the yellow dress from 1928, the Seated Odalisque with checkerboard. Now here we see something where the figure really is almost lost. We've got all this decorative detail drawn very expansively, from the checkerboard to the wallpaper in the back, to the fabric hanging on the left, to the fabric hanging on the bed that she's sitting on. It's hard really to focus on her in the midst of all that's going on in this picture. For the yellow dress, things are more simple and focused.